like in the whole of Asia, like our school was in the top 100, if not 50.
We're talking about life at SOA University, one of the few schools in India that offer nursing. And I've got my friend here with me today. I'll be introducing him shortly. He'll talk about racism, the education there, the quality of teaching, and basically everything you need to know about the university. So before you go there, you should watch this video to the end so that you get to know whether or not you still want to go there. So, boss, could you please introduce yourself to our listeners today?
Okay, my name is see, let me just give them my easy name because that my Nigerian name is too stressful. My nickname is OT. Let's put it like
Okay,
that. My name is OT. I go by OT.
okay.
I'm a student of SOA, or the full meaning, Siksha Uanusanda University, located
Ooh,
in Bhubaneswar, Odisha.
that's massive, man. You know how to pronounce that
Yes, so I have to learn it by all means.
because of the drivers, right? They all know the place.
Yes, if you say SOA to some people, they don't know it. But then if you say the right pronunciation, they will put it for you and take you there.
All right, but so what's up? Can you tell us about your university? Like for those that have never heard of SOA, can you tell us a little about your university?
Okay. Like, should I just tell you everything, or you have like sections in which you want me to divide it into?
Yeah, but this is just like an introduction. Like you can just summarize it basically.
Okay. Well, our school is like a small, not small, it's actually a big private university in India because, in the rankings of India, it's actually in a high place when it comes to the teaching, the environment, and the equipment in which are meant to be given to students for learning. They're all made available for all students. For example, I'm studying mechanical engineering,
Mm,
and in my department, every
mm.
single equipment, every single machine which is meant to be made available is made available to you.
Oh, that's
You
cool.
know, yes. It's there are actually like three campuses in my school. Yes, the
Okay.
one I stay in, which is campus one, that's the
Mm,
campus for engineering students.
mm.
Campus two, that's the campus for all these like science students, but not the medicine students, just like pharmacy, even business is there. And it's just a mixture of like a lot of all these pharmacy, nursing, and all these things. That's in campus two. Then in campus three, that's where we have the medical school. That's everything related to medicine, med
Okay.
lab. I don't even know these their names, but radiography and all this and whatnot.
I
Then
got
you
you.
have campus four. That's the campus for agriculture
Mm,
and no, law. I
okay.
think, yeah, agriculture and law.
Mm,
Yeah, those are the four campuses we have in our school. There's also another little place for hotel management as well, outside of
oh,
our, close to my campus, outside, just like a small building for hotel management, in which I think so far there's only been one African that has been to that department. But every department, regardless of what you want to study, it's great.
okay, that's cool. And for you, like, have you been to this other campuses, or you don't need to go there? All your classes, everything is done within one campus,
Oh, all my classes are in one campus. All my classes are in one
and your
campus.
hostel as well.
No, no, no. My hostel is actually in campus two. That's the campus for the pharmacy and all this. But then there's a bus provided for people to go to campus one. Shortage of hostels, which made it like they had to move a lot of Africans and Africans in general, international students, Nepalese, Bhutanese, those people, they moved them all to one place so that the Indians could, stay in the hostel in the closer campuses because like there was no hostel at all. Even right now, as I'm speaking, they are even building the hostel I'm in. It's a new hostel, brand new hostel. They are building every time. If you come to my school, that's one thing that they never lack. They always building new hostels every day. It's as if a new one comes up.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
Tell us, is it safe? Okay, your experience in India, would you say is it safe? Do you feel safe here in India?
I'm like in my state is a very, very, very quiet and calm state. Since I've been in India, there's only been one like major crime that has been not let me not say major crime, one crime that has been committed, and that was one time in which it was like altercation between a hostel manager who got stabbed or something. That was the only case I ever heard in this particular school of mine. But like minus that, everything is safe. The surrounding is safe. The Indians are actually very, very friendly over here. They try their best to try and communicate. Even the ones that don't speak English, they will learn English when they are trying to communicate with you. So that's how it is. Everything is calm. The environment is good. The
Okay.
ambience is nice.
And would you say you've experienced any form of racism so far or
Racism?
discrimination?
No, 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 not at all. There's no need. There's no room for discrimination as well. Like it's just peaceful. It's like when you come to a friend's house, the way
Okay.
they welcome you. That's how the Indians over here they love to be around Africans. Whenever they see them, they always tell them, "Let's take photos." They just want to be friendly and around you at all times. So this room for racism. So far as I've been here, I've never experienced racism. So everything is good on that department.
All right, man. And let's talk about the language, right? Because not everyone in India speaks English. So, are you
Yes.
able to communicate? Are you able to survive, like in the city or in the environment, without knowing the local language?
Yes. The answer is yes for me because obviously the language in which we speak here is called Oriya. That's what a lot of the locals around speak. But then the thing is, it depends on what and where you are.
Okay.
For example, if you go to the marketplace to go get tomatoes or onions,
Hmm.
the people selling them, most likely they speak their local language, not even Hindi. So obviously communication barriers will be there. But then there are other means of communication, you can just point at this, tell them this basic word like
Okay.
kitna, they will tell you all these things, all these
Hmm.
basic words.
Hmm.
They will help you out. But apart from that, I think only as well transportation can be hard because
Okay.
a lot of these auto drivers, not car drivers, the autos, they find it difficult to understand when you are speaking to them. So if it's that's why it's always advisable when you come to India, you should try your best to make one or two Indian friends because they will
Yeah,
actually help you out when you're stuck or you're in trouble.
that's cool. Um, Now let's go back to your university. So tell us,
Okay.
what's the teaching like? Are you able to understand the teachers when they teach? Do you understand the accents?
The teaching is let's say if I'm giving it out of 10, I'll give it like a 7, 8 out of 10. It's not because of what they are teaching you're not understanding, but especially in this I'm basing it on my department and my life. In
That's
my
cool.
department, for example, a lot of the teachers are born from my state.
Hmm.
So English is not their first language, although they try their best, but they do struggle sometimes, pronunciations and how to get to the foreigners. But
Okay.
apart from that, the the lectures, the notes like they give you, like even after the lecture itself, they even tell you, they always advise you, come to their cabinet for some help if needed and all these things. They always try their best to, make it impactful everything you're learning. So for me, teaching is good, and I don't see any problem so far with the teaching because it's
Okay.
understandable if you pay attention.
And can you compare the teaching with Nigeria's education system? Which do you think it's better?
I mean, like they will tell you the books that you are reading is made
Hmm.
by an Indian man. So me
Okay.
personally, I would prefer learning over here. But some people they feel better or they feel safer at home, which is their
Okay.
opinion. But if it comes to like structure and like impacting the knowledge properly in your life, in like your academics and in yourself, Indians are very good at that. Very, very good. They make
Gotcha.
way for practicals. Practicals in Nigeria, we all know that is more based on theory. You have less of practicals. But then in India, you go on practicals, you go on industrial trips, you go like they want you to like get the knowledge now, now, now. So yeah, I would say India is better than Nigeria when it comes to that factor.
Cool. And tell us about the international student community there. Do you guys have like a large international number of international students there?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of them,
Okay.
a lot
And
of them.
how is it like there? Is it toxic? Is it friendly?
It's a bit of both.
Okay.
It's a bit of both. There are always people who try to do too much or who try to show off a bit and try to bring down others. But regardless, if you're around the right people and the right group of friends, you enjoy your stay. You won't have any problem.
And let's talk about like yeah, still the international student, right? Which community is like the largest there? Which country would you say has the largest
South
numbers?
Sudan. In
South
my
Sudan.
particular college, is South Sudan. South
Wow.
Sudan, followed by Zimbabwe,
Okay.
Liberia,
Okay.
Cameroonian, then Nigeria. Cameroon, then Nigeria.
Wow. Cameroon is more than Nigerians.
They just came in last year actually, and they packed everybody with them.
That's that's really crazy. All right. I think you've talked about a lot of positives about the university, but let's just be a little bit specific. Like, what would you say you genuinely like about your university? What do you like about SOA University?
Now, if you give me this question, me personally, like in what aspect, like academics, social
Yeah,
life,
we're
or
talking generally. Like, what do you like about the
generally,
university? Yeah.
I love the social life, both. Um, I love the social life. Like everybody, it's not everybody, sure, but people are like friendly.
Right.
If you're not arrogant, if you're not rude, people will be friendly to you. Both Indians and international students, they will always be friendly to you. That's one thing. Then it comes to academics. The academically top notch. Like they are very good. I'm not going to lie. And like I was telling you, yeah, they always. Recently, we went for an industrial trip, and they take you to all these factories in which, like, you can see the work itself being done at a higher level. You know, which is very excellent. Exposure is very good for the young mind and everything, which is very good. I love that, and then I love the fact of this togetherness. Both Africans and Indians, they always organize like events to put people like together. They come together either competing or just for fun. For example, even in sports, I personally I play basketball. There are always like all these inter-school competitions that go on just for fun, just for competition, just for people to just feel at home and enjoy their stay there. So all these things are being put in place just for the good life. So I say yes, it's a nice experience. It's been a nice experience so far.
It's all right. Now, on the flip side, right, you talked about what you like.
Mhm.
What don't you like? I mean, assuming you're made like the chancellor, you're the VC, what would you change about the university?
Food. That's the number one thing. The food is one thing that I know everybody already has known this. Like, it's not as if in like the food is not good, but then it's like it's not. like majority of the time, it's not tolerable to us. Like me personally, I know I come from an African home, background or an African home, so I should have this high level of tolerance for spices and all
Okay.
these things. But the Indian spice is like it's like a different level. You have the African and then you have the Indian. It's like a different level. You know, that's one thing I would change. Okay.
So, talking about the food. So, what
Mhm.
exactly don't you like about the food that you're given in the hostel?
I don't know about other universities, but in my university, on Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and yeah, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, you wouldn't even want to eat downstairs because it's obviously, first of all, it's a non-vegetarian day, majority of the times, and then
Sorry,
like
sorry, sorry, sorry. You mean vegetarian day or non-vegetarian day?
like
Because
sorry, vegetarian rather,
okay,
vegetarian. I said
okay.
non-vegetarian. Yeah, vegetarian. Thank you for correction. And there are not really a lot of options. They'll just give you like normally the plain rice
Mhm.
and then there's soup. But then now the soup is not made available, and then there's dal. And the dal in our school is like mixing colored, yellow color and water together. It's not really, it doesn't have that taste. I know. Personally, I have eaten dal from proper places. I went previously for tournaments IIT, Vanarasi or something. It's a place close by.
Mhm.
The dal that they served there was well made and well cooked. I don't know if the cooks in which they are bringing to this college is not, they are not bringing like, not even experience, but at least like you should have like a standard of, or a level of, okay, I've cooked here, so this should be this.
Mhm.
Even the cooks, like the hygiene of some of them is just not nice. Some people, with their long hair, they won't wear the hairnets. They'll be touching the rotis or whatever they want to give you with their bare hands sometimes, which is not good. I think that's basically the main issue of my university. That's one of the main issues of my university, which is like the hygiene and the food stuff. That's it.
And like, have you guys complained about this university?
We have. I mean, we've all complained. The thing is that every day every time we complain, they will change for a while, a very long while. Let's say 2 months, 1 month,
Okay,
and then
they'll
they go
change back.
back. Exactly. They don't have this thing
To
of
their habits.
consistency. Yeah, they don't have this thing of consistency. So if I was, according to you, if I was given the power or the authority, I would just, anybody that doesn't do the right thing, like for example, the cooks or the servers, is just to remove them from the place because hygiene is one of the most important things in the world. And you can't be touching a human being's food with your hand that they're going to digest in their mouth, in their stomach. It's not good.
I gotcha. So, outside the food, right? Is it boring for
Okay.
international students?
Boring. No, it's not boring. It's not boring at all. There are always like events, like parties, organized or like events aside from parties. There are like events that in which African students organize, the Christians organize, or this group of people organize just to bring people like, okay, don't stay in your hostel, come outside, touch fresh air, touch the grass. All these things are being put in place. So if an individual does come to our school and say they are bored, it's one of two things. Either they are introverted or they are too cool to be in school or to be
Okay,
in college. Because you know what they say, like if you're bored in a place, that means the place is not the problem. You might just be the problem. So for me personally, I don't there are days you get bored, but then like it's not like a prolonged thing. It's not like a lot of days in which you'll be feeling bored. Normally, it's like wholesome, it's calm, social life is there, your social battery is going to be high. So,
all right, but so let's talk about like the ranking, right? We talked a little bit about the quality of education and the ranking, but like, do
okay.
you have an idea of the employability rate after graduation I mean, is the degree recognized outside India?
Yes, like I'm even trying to see. Recently they sent us like a document of the ranking of our school,
Mm.
like not in Asia. I think. Wait, I'm coming. Can I just let me just make just a quick search or something.
All right, but
I know
okay.
that for like in the whole of Asia, like our school was in the top 100, if not 50, which was, I mean, it's very good to be fair. Yeah, we moved from 143rd rank in 2024, and we're now 64 ranked in Asia university ranking.
Oh, that's
So yeah,
nice.
I would say it's pretty good. I mean, it's a very good ranking to be fair, like a very good rank rather that our school is in, because 64 is not easy thing to do or to be at.
That's
So
that's actually
yeah,
nice.
if
So
you're
yeah,
getting your degree in this school, trust. Pardon?
I was about to ask, like, what's your plan after graduation?
My plan. Um, the future will tell for now, because me personally, it's not as if I don't have a plan. I have lots of things in mind, but for now, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just focused on just getting the degree and trying my best to see what I can do with it. Me, I'm a man of many talents, so
That
I
was
have other
impressive.
ideas. I have other ideas of where I want to push myself to, aside apart from academics. But if it's academics wise, most likely, I've already made up my mind. You laugh at me, but me, I'll first go to Nigeria to do NYSC.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's
I want to
some.
do NYSC because you don't know the world. You don't know what the world. You can just, God forbid, but you might be looking for a job elsewhere in the world, and then you might not find. But then if you have NYSC, you can try your luck in Nigeria. You can at least get a job, direct connection and everything. So, and then masters is also there as well. But I'm not, like I said, I have a lot of things in my mind. So for now, I'll just say I'm just trying to get the degree.
I
Then
got you.
after that, we'll
So yeah, tell us, would you recommend your school to other people?
yes, indeed, I will. If for these major, I think I mentioned like a lot of communities. Yeah, you see those communities I mentioned, like the South Sudan,
Yeah.
Zimbabwe, Liberia. If you are coming from Africa, and you're from one of these countries, there are a lot more. But like, you just know that you're going to be at home. You might even find a friend of yours here. Trust me. Like, there's always somebody that you know when you come, because like there are lots. But yeah, yeah, that's about it.
Okay,
I would
and
recommend it to someone. It's a nice,
um,
academically wise, it's very good.
gotcha, gotcha. So what is the tuition fees like there? Like, how much do you pay per year for your tuition fees and your hostel accommodation?
We just pay 2,500 USD. Okay,
Okay.
we pay two. Okay, me personally, we pay 2 lakh for my year. We pay 2 lakh every year.
Can you
That's
can you give us in dollars for those that
in
don't
dollars,
understand what lakh
2,000,
means?
yeah, 2,500 USD.
2,500 USD. Okay, that's cool.
Yes,
And
per
for you,
year.
like for you, do you feel it's worth it or it's not worth it? What do you think?
I mean, it's worth it. It's actually worth it, because I don't like comparing, but I'm going to make a comparison right now. Let's say in Nigeria, for example, let's say a school worth 5,000 USD
Mm,
is not even equivalent to this school in which I'm studying, that is worth 2,500. I'll
mm,
put it straight up like that. That's how nice that fee and that everything is for that price. Because if you're coming here paying 2,500, everything you need when it comes to books, it comes to equipment, it comes to time, it comes to even like other factors, it's made available for you, and it's not something whereby you have to go to this place or go to that place. It's just there for you. Like library is there if you want to read, if you want to take
mm.
the books. After classes, there even chance if you can meet your lecturer, she can even like give you like help you out, show you out with the machines personally, one to one. All these things are made available. The food, I did talk about Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, but other days, they give a good food. Like, let me not say excellent, but they give like a very good food, and it's enjoyable. You enjoy yourself. Social life is there. So for that particular price, nah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, the AC, our rooms, you can see the AC is spacious, it's very big. This is my hostel personally. It's very big. There are hostels whereby kitchens are made available in the rooms. There are hostels in the same hostel. There's like toilet in the room, kitchen in the room. But my hostel doesn't have that. But regardless, it's spacious and everything.
That's
So yeah,
cool.
it's worth 500.
And then, what opportunities are there in India for international students?
What do you mean by opportunities? Like job opportunities or?
Yeah, job opportunities and other opportunities that could be available, just general opportunities, placement, exchange programs, um, basically those type of opportunities like that they might not get in their country, basically.
Okay. Me personally, I've not gone for any internship yet. I'm actually still looking for one, but they are made available to foreigners. But now this is where this is where the am I audible?
Loud and clear.
Okay. This is where the discrimination now comes. India is a country in which they mainly rely on their own people for like to make their goods and all this stuff and all this working in their company. So personally, if an Indian and you are applying for the same, let's say it's like only one spot left for the same thing. Let's say 75, 85% of the time, that person, the Indian, will get that placement. And that's what I've noticed because in my particular college, there are Indians in which they do like lower than me in like academic wise. But then the thing is that the teachers themselves, they will be sending them, oh, you go here, there's placement made for you, and this. Since I've been in India, I have never been sent by my lecturer or professor a placement. You have to yourself go meet them, and then they help you search. And then even the searching, it takes time. Like I said, I've been looking for placement, but like I haven't found any yet. So I'm now doing my own personal research. So when it comes to placement, I mean, you would find, but it's quite tough. Yes. It's quite tough.
Sorry, boss. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye.